Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. And hopefully, this will be something that we do on a regular basis and just kind of get together, chit chat, see what's going on, talk about some new things. And now that we're ending holiday season, try to give you some tips and tricks about traveling during the holidays and planning for the holidays, as well as the biggest week of travel deals is about to happen, about to drop. Many have dropped already. There's still some that are staying to the standard of dropping it just on Thanksgiving week. So we'll talk about a little bit about that. What we're going to be our upcoming adventures, what our next voyage is going to be, and then what next year is going to hold for us. So we'll let other people join in and then we'll get started. And thank you for wasting your time with me. And I look forward to doing more of these if we enjoy it, if you enjoy it. So, first things first, hopefully, let me know in the chat. Is it coffee? Is it tea? Is it, what's the morning thing? For me, it's got to be coffee. So, let's talk about holiday travel. The first thing is, this is the most traveled day of the years coming up. And that's Thanksgiving for those in the United States. Um, just bring, first thing you really need to pack is your patience. Long lines, but maybe a few of the tricks that we give you, it might be a little bit easier. If you have not gotten TSA approved, if you are traveling via air, and if you have not gotten TSA pre-check, which is a little bit of a process to go get that, check out Clear. Go on there. It's on a website. You might be able to still pull some reservations. So what Clear does is allows you to reserve when you want to go through security. So for instance, we're here in Orlando. Nightmare to be traveling in Orlando. The security lines are way too long. They don't need to be. It's part of the reason why Rich and I got our TSA pre-check. But they do have Clear here. So you can then log on, find the date that you're going to travel, and try to book your reservation to drop in. Second thing is if you are flexible in your travel and you're driving somewhere, it might behoove you to drive the morning of Thanksgiving. I know everybody's like, I don't want to be on the road. The roads are less traveled, it's less people on the roads, and you can get there faster. So I used to travel from Orlando up to see Rich when he was living in Michigan. I would travel the day of the holiday. One, the fares were so much cheaper, and two, the crowds were less because nobody wanted to travel on a holiday. Tip number 3 is try to go through whatever regulations your airline has, the size of your carry-on. A lot of discount airlines are really not discount because they're making the carry-ons smaller and smaller. So make sure you have logged on, found out what the size has to be, and make sure it really is within those parameters. And then don't overpack. If you're going to a relative's house, you can always, go to laundry, do laundry at their house. So don't overpack. It's what's going to be, making the difficult travel more difficult. As far as cruises, they love to do holidays. So there's still cruises available for Christmas. There's still many cruises available, lots of seats on for New Year's Eve. Can't think of a better way to spend New Year's Eve than on a cruise. It's great. And you just have to, waddle yourself to your cabin after the partying. So I will let you know that Virgin still has space, and some of the other major cruise lines do have space for Christmas, but especially New Year's, they do have some space. So if you're interested in finding out something like that, or who has what availability, please drop me a line or text me or and be glad to help you out to try to get that. So Black Friday is a big time in retail. We know that, but Black Friday is also huge in the cruise industry. Um, right now, we are preparing for what they call wave season. And what that basically means is that many people, after the first of the holiday, they start thinking about cruising for next year. But let me tell you something, things are crazy for 2025. You really need to start locking down your plans for 2025 because we are seeing an immense amount of bookings. For instance, I was on a webinar yesterday with Viking, and they are 70% booked on all their ocean and river cruises. That's crazy. It's not even 2025. You would think like towards the end of the. So if you are thinking about cruising in 2025, please connect with us, and we will lock you in to make sure you have a cabin. It's amazing about how many people are turning to cruising these days as compared to others. We have a couple of really interesting things, and I want to share them with you. This is one that's very exciting. I just got this morning. This is from Virgin Voyages. So all of you who are a little bit interested after seeing our videos about Virgin and our experience on Virgin, our contacted me and said she's hosting a Virgin Voyages Sailors Night. So it's all virtual. You don't have to leave the comfort of your home. And it's early in the evening. So it's Monday, the 25th at 6 p.m. Now, I have to give you a link to get to the webinar so you can get in there. But let me tell you what the offer is. If you attend the webinar and you decide to book a cruise, they're going to give you $50 in Sailor Loot, which is the equivalent of onboard credit. Okay. $50 for an inside cabin or a sea view cabin, $100 for a sea terrace, which is a veranda, and $200 for any suite. That's just for attending the webinar. So if you've been thinking about it, you want to find out some more information from the horse's mouth. This is somebody who is with Virgin. Her job is to explain what Virgin is, answer questions, and that's the beautiful thing about this is you will have the ability to ask questions and have them answered. But I do have to give you the link to get in. So you need two things. One, you can either email me at hello@venerablevoyagers.com or head over to our website after this. I'm going to be posting it as a blog. It'll be blog number 3, and I'll give you all the details along with the link. But you need to let me know that you're registering for it so that I can make sure to validate it. And then I will send you back the confirmation that you're locked in, your seat's there, and as well as some more information. But you have to register for this in order to get the benefit. So if you have had any inkling you've ever wanted to go on Virgin, but you have a lot of questions, this is the webinar to go to. It's a virtual sailor night. There'll be a lot of fun. These are really a lot of fun. The Virgin crew know how to have fun, and even on virtual meetings. So let me know so that you can take advantage. I'd love for you or any of any of our subscribers, any of our clients to really get an extra Sailor Loot or onboard credit. And that Sailor Loot can be used for your bar tab, or it could be used for excursions, it could be used for going to the spa, or even shopping. So it's very flexible on Virgin. And as you can see with that was the other thing. Thank you for watching our Virgin videos. We've been seeing a lot of increased attention, and we had so much fun on this cruise. So we're glad you're enjoying it too. So I will have this again. Go to our website, which is venerablevoyagestravel.com. And on the very front page, you'll see some blogs, and you'll see blog number 3. And in there, I will put the information for this Virgin Voyages Sailor Night. And again, remember, you have to register and you have to let me know that you're registering, okay, to make sure that you get this benefit if you decide to book. Secondly, I got contacted by Explorer Journey. Now, Explorer Journey, they are owned by MSC, but it is a luxury line. This is a small yacht experience, not small yacht, but it's like having a yacht experience. Really lovely, very luxurious, very much going to help you out. You really will, very pampering. But they have a cool offer, and they just dropped this offer just, I think it's 10 minutes ago when I got this. If you book a journey, they call them journeys or a cruise with Explorer before December 4th, they're going to allow you to save up to 50% off their cruise. And you're only going to require a 5% deposit. That's huge. That's huge. So again, if you're interested, because there's only on select cruises, contact me, let me know. Again, you can put a comment here off of this. You can drop me a line at hello@venerablevoyagers.com. You can DM me on Facebook or on Instagram, and I will let you know which one of these cruises, and we'll talk about the pricing and everything and get you to take advantage of this, because this is an incredible thing. Princess Cruises is going to drop their Black Friday offer today. It's at 2 p.m. We have a webinar that we're going to be attending. And I will, again, put that in the blog 3 on our site. And also, if you haven't joined our Facebook group, please do that. Our Facebook is Venerable Voyagers Travel. And then inside there is a Facebook group. Just hit join. You can just join it. And there I always post the latest and greatest information that I get. This comes in very quickly. It comes in consistently. So just, check that all in. Please join it. Be a part of the family. And we always provide up-to-date information of what's going on in the cruise world. Coffee time. Hang on. Behind me, I know a lot of people, this is kind of my workstation at home. This is where I do a lot of all of our business at. And you'll see some certificates on the wall. And those are certificates where I've certified with. So I've certified with, let's see, Disney College of Knowledge, and Disney Cruise Line, and National Geographic's Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, AMA Waterways, Oceania, Virgin, Princess, Azamara, and I am working on Viking and Carnival and NCL. I'm working on. Now, Rich has already completed Princess also, Canard, and Seabourn. So it's kind of the requirements that we have as travel agents. If we're going to sell a product, we need to know what the product is. So we do a lot of, so when I'm not doing other things, I'm taking lots of classes. So that's, this is our little setup. This is where I work all day long. So what's coming up for us? Well, we are really close. I think we are only 16 days, 15 days. Let me see. Go look at our little app. And our app says we are, the app is slow. Sorry. Yeah, we are 16 days. We are 16 days to get on the Sun Princess out of Fort Lauderdale. Now, this is, when I say I have a little trepidation about this is, there's a lot of mixed bag discussion about the Sun Princess. Those who are diehard Princess fans, they don't enjoy this. There's a lot of heartache with this new ship design. Um, but I'm looking forward to it. This will be our first Princess experience. We are going to be going with the premier package, which is the top tier of beverage. It basically everything that you could want, we've included into this. So we wanted to see what this experience would be like. This is going to be the first cruise that we're taking our daughter, so this ought to be interesting. See how it, but we'll be going from Fort Lauderdale to Honduras to Belize to Cozumel and then back to Fort Lauderdale. So it's 7 days. We have decided we're going to drive down to Fort Lauderdale because like I've said previously in a previous, Brightline has gotten way too expensive that we cannot. It's not cost effective to use the Brightline. So we're going to be using our own vehicle and parking at the port. We're looking forward to this. It's going to be our first experience. So we're going to be taking you along with us. But the fun thing is we get back on the 14th. On the 15th, Rich will go back to work, and I'm going to go head back over to Cape Canaveral, where I'm going to do a ship tour of the Caribbean Princess. So this is going to be really a lot of fun because I'm going to be on their brand new version of a ship, the Sun Princess. And then the very next day, I'm going to one of their classic ships, which is the Caribbean Princess. So I'm looking forward to be able to bring that with you. I'm going to take you guys along. I will film it. And I will give you my feedback. We're going to be able to have some lunch. We're going to get a ship tour. We're going to do some workshops. So I'm really excited that confirmation came in today. We are going to be looking at 2025. Where are we headed? And we really like your help. Okay. So in the comments, for those who are live, for those who are going to be watching this later, tell us what line would you like us to try? What line are you interested in seeing? And we'll see if we can get on. Like, for instance, we did a little work because I had passed the College of Knowledge with Disney. I'm going to start looking at maybe taking a short, oops, sorry about that, guys. Kicked you into next week. We're going to look at maybe even going on board Disney and seeing what that is like, because it is something different than your classical cruising. So we're looking at that. We're looking at potentially doing a river cruise. Rich is so bent. It's one of his things he wants to do is he wants to get on Seabourn and see what that's like. So we're trying to give you a variety of things. There's so much happening in 2025, but in 2026, many cruise lines are dropping their itinerary. So, for instance, Celebrities dropped part of their 2026 offerings. They've dropped their Alaska offerings, their European offerings, and the other day they just dropped their Caribbean offerings. And we still have one more set of offerings to go to. So they've dropped 2026 schedule. Princess has dropped 2026 schedule. Virgin has dropped 2026 schedules because they're going to Alaska, which is and their itineraries are really, really good. So not only do you need to be thinking about what you want to do for next year, and again, like I said, things are selling out quick. So we have the luxury of being able to say, okay, we just want to drop, we can get a deal. Let's get on this ship and let's try that. But if you haven't thought about, if you've thought, oh yeah, I want to cruise in 2025, we need to start planning that now. So get in touch with us, send me an email, send me a DM, and just say, hey, can you recommend, we want to go at this time of year, what's available? Because that's kind of how flexible you're going to have to be for next year. This is the time I want to travel. What do we have available to us? What is the best deal? And we will work our hearts out to make sure that we meet to help you to get on board. 2026 again is starting to sell. So again, you need to start looking. And the key to getting the best deal in cruising is when they first drop that itinerary, that fare is going to be the cheapest it will ever be. And it just keeps going up as it gets closer to sail time. So keep that in mind. Transatlantics are a phenomenal way to really try out a cruise line. If you could spend 14 days with about 6 to 7 days at sea and you really enjoy the experience, you found your cruise line. And then people would say, well, what if I don't like it? Oh, I get sick. We had the best time on the transatlantic that we took from Fort Lauderdale to Europe in April of this year. We are looking for another transatlantic at some point. This time we're thinking about going from Europe back to the States. But another highlight for Rich is he really wants to get to Japan. So 2026 looks like it's going to be Japan time for us. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be really a lot of fun. The channel is celebrating. And again, this is a huge thank you to those of you who waste your time watching us. We're now at 100 subscribers. I know that's small for some other channels, but to us, it's huge. We have a lot of people to thank that stuck with us. If you haven't subscribed and you are watching this, please hit the subscribe button. For those who have subscribed, please share it and comment. Put a comment or put a heart, like for us. To trick the algorithm, we like to get it out to more people. But let us know if there's something that you would want us to deep dive in, do something better. We're open to anything. We're novices at this, so your constructive criticism is welcome. For the trip that's coming up in a couple of weeks, 16 short days, I will do another packing video. Oh, I'm going to update the packing video I did on Virgin. And I'm going to update it by saying, what did I pack but didn't use? And there's a lot. So I'm going to go through that with you. I'll update that particular video, but then we'll have you pack with us as we get ready to board the Sun Princess in December. The other thing I wanted to share with you, because I had this in line when we're going on Virgin, and the lady, there was a couple in front of us, and she turned around and she said, "What is that?" I said, "Oh, it's just my brain." So it's just a little plastic thing. And in here, and this is how I prepare for our trips, I have just a list of things that I normally put in here, which is our embarkation papers, our passports go in here, luggage tags. I normally pre-print them to the day before we leave. And then I take them from here and I put them on our bags. Directions, I'm like, here we need directions to the port, and then any confirmation documents. So like for our excursions and whatnot. But I use this handy dandy. I have about 3 or 4 of these, especially for doing it 3 or 4 different ones. And I just keep me organized this way. So I just thought, she thought it was helpful. So I thought I'd share it with you for what we're doing. I know kind of a lot of quick breezing for you, but these videos on Thursday, or these live chats with us, our coffee chats, hopefully we'll get some more people in. We'll have some more questions. If anybody has any questions, drop them in the chat right now. I'll be glad to answer them. Just also wanted to wish everybody a very happy Thanksgiving. We will not be we're going to be doing this every other week. So the cool thing is you'll join us on Thursday before our cruise. We'll be meeting like this, and it'll be complete chaos and frenziness here as I'm preparing not 2 of us, but 3 of us to go on a cruise. So that'll be fun, and we can go over the trials and tribulations of trying to get 3 people to a cruise. And any other news that has come up. We'll try to use these Thursdays as tips, tricks, and just last minute updates. And if you have any questions, you can always shoot them in the comments or DM me. But we really, really, really wanted to say thank you. Thank you for sticking with us. Those of you who've been with us since day one, sticking with our poor videos. Some of those videos in the front and the first couple were cringy, but you stuck it out. They're starting to get better. If you haven't seen our latest video is talking about 2 of the restaurants that we went to on Virgin. I'm working on another video now for the next 2. But this was Pink Agave and Gunbae. And I'm telling you, Gunbae was an experience. And I did insert, if you haven't seen it, a little bit in the clip of what it sounded like and felt like to be in the restaurant. So with that, I don't think I have anything else. Remember, go to our website, venerablevoyagerstravel.com, look for the blog. And in the blog, I'm going to give you the instructions on how to register for the Virgin, what is it called? The Virgin Voyages Sailor Night. Really, if you're interested in it, this is an amazing offer. Again, it's $50 if you attend the webinar. It's $50 for a sea view or an inside cabin, $100 for a sea terrace, which is a veranda, or $200 for a suite. They're going to give you that in Sailor Loot, which is also an onboard credit. You can use it towards your drinks. You can use it towards any purchases, any excursions, even going to the spa. So if you want to attend it, the instructions will be on the blog and also on our Facebook group. And then just drop me a line and say, Ellen, I registered. So this way I can let our contact know that X amount of people have registered. So please, if you're thinking about it, this is hosted by Virgin themselves. You can ask questions during that time, and it'll be just really a lot of fun. And it'll only be for 1 hour max. So thank you for joining us today. This is a little bit of a run-on, but I really enjoy being with you guys. And hopefully they'll get a little bit smoother and we'll have a lot more to chat. We'll have a few more people in. But for those of you who are at work and you're seeing it afterwards, thank you for watching again. And look forward to seeing you on the high seas. Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy. Happy Thursday. Bye, guys.